Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and today we're going to make a Dollar Tree DIY type Christmas welcome sign. And it's not necessarily Christmas or winter is what we're going to go with. So I picked up this little guy. This is a nice big piece from the Dollar Tree. It is Greenbrier. And so first things first, I'm going to snip off these little guys and maybe keep this to put it back on. And then I already took the sticker off, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to also use this welcome sign. And you guys, I don't know if you've seen the metal, I have this harvest one left. If it was a pumpkin, I could use the harvest one. But since it's a snowflake, I wanted to use the welcome, and I've already used my welcome in another project. So I found this welcome one that I had, and I'm just going to be using this. So if you could find the metal signs, you can get that at Dollar Tree as well. I actually think they're coming out with little metal signs, or not metal, wood signs like this too. So I've got this. I'm going to use some Mod Podge. You can buy that at the Dollar Tree in the littler ones, the little teeny tiny ones. But these, I'm trying to open it, it's really hard because I think I Mod Podged it. So dumb. Anyway, I also have a paintbrush that I'm going to be using. And then I'm going to be using some acrylic paint. And I'm going to be using some glitter as well. And I'm going to be using this darker blue, night sky blue, and then this turquoise color. And I think that would be really cute. And we're going to create like an ombre. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First things first is I'm going to take my acrylic and I'm going to kind of try and see what's the closest. So I'm going to take this light blue here, the sky blue, and then I think I might actually go with this one. This one looks a little bit more like it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go with some cobalt blue. And we're just going to, I just have some paper underneath here. And we're going to go ahead and paint this. Just going to put some paint right on here. And then take our paintbrush and kind of just paint it right on there. You could also water it down if you want to. Because it is acrylic. And I'm only doing this because I don't want to have any gaps of color in the glitter. So once we put glitter on, I've got plenty of acrylic still in my brush, so I'm just kind of grabbing it and using it here. And I may need just a little bit more, or I could use some water as well. In fact, I think that's what I will do. I'm going to grab, let me just grab my water here. I have a water spritzer. There we go. So it's just a spritzer with water in it. And I'm going to use this color to really darken up this top part. There we go. And then I'll take the spritzer on here as well. And that'll just give it some more juice to go with. And so now it'll lighten that up. So I'm just going to go a little bit lighter, and you'll see that it just goes that water really makes it go a long way. And then I'm just going to go back and forth here. And in the middle, we're going to kind of ombre it. So we're going like that. I'm going to pull this up, and we're going to go, I don't mind using this same brush without cleaning it, because it's all going to get used up with the same colors as well. So again, we're going to do these colors here, darker down toward the bottom. There we go. And then kind of ombre it together, like I said here. And then ombre just is when you've got colors that kind of merge together. So I'm going to put a little bit of water on here. Make this acrylic go a little bit further. And you can see that that's what it did here. And then I'm just going to merge the two in together. Until it all becomes kind of cohesive looking. And again, you could always just add more water if you are having trouble blending it and it's just going to get... And there you go. And now it's all kind of blended together, and we can start. You can wait for this to dry if you'd like, but that looks really pretty just as is. But I'm going to set this aside with this paper here, and we're going to work on our white portion. So hold just a moment. We're going to take this guy, and you guys, I had to buy the big, huge white one because I use white so often that these little teeny guys were just not going to work for me. So I have the white, and again, I'm just going to put it on here. Ooh, that was a big glob. And I want to make it very white, so that's why I'm using so much. And then I'm going to do the sides as well. All right. I'll put all the links down below, you guys, for the ink and the, let me see, I'm grabbing a paintbrush. Just going to grab this little guy right here. Actually, I'm going to grab this one. And we're just going to paint it. But yes, I'll put the links down below for you guys because This is, like I said, this is one of my favorite acrylic inks. Paints. It's paints, I know. So we're just going to go through and we're going to paint this little welcome sign. I'm not too worried about the black showing through on the first coat. I'm going to also want to do the sides as well. I definitely have enough paint, much more than I need, for sure. But again, I want to get it all in the sides, like this. And if some of that black shows through, I'm okay with that too, because I've been trying to do a little bit more of that farmhouse. I'm always really late on joining the trends, whether it's clothing or music. I just seem to take a little bit longer because I like what I like, and I don't just because it's a trend, that's not why I do it. I do it because I like what I like. So, I mean, I'll hear songs and stuff, and people will be like, that song came out 5 years ago. And I'm like, well, I've never heard it. I like it. So, that's how I talk when I talk to people, in that high-pitched voice, apparently. So that's how you guys talk too. Whenever I talk about beauties, I'm like, you guys are going to tell me, that's not ink, it's paint. So, all right. This is taking a little bit longer, so I'm just kind of chit-chatting with you. I hope you guys don't mind. If you do, if you tap to the right of the screen, like if this is your whole entire screen and you tap it twice, it fast forwards 10 seconds. Not sure if you guys knew that or not, but feel free to fast forward from my painting or my chit-chatting, because this is going to take just a little bit longer. So you can hit it multiple times too. Like if you want to fast forward 60 seconds, just tap it 12 times. So we're getting through this. But that's okay. While this is getting painted, it gives me time to let the other part dry. And then this one will be drying as well. Okay. I say okay like I'm finishing up, but I'm not. That's just me hoping that it's going faster. So, but it's coming along. You can always, what could you always do? You can always buy it in white, but I didn't spend any money on this because it came from one of those Michael's grab bags, and then I had used it on last year on a wreath, and then the wreath just started getting kind of dusty and dirty because it was outside, so I'm redoing and reusing and recycling. So again, I could probably put water on here, but I don't want to thin it out because I need this white to cover up the black. You know what I could have also done, now that I'm thinking about it, is probably use spray paint. But that's not what I chose to do. Alright, this is kind of coming along. I'm liking it. There we go. All right, so I am doing videos all day today. But lots of work, you guys. Just so you know, I'm going to be heading out to the Stampin' Up! Convention. And there we go. I wouldn't be me if I did not put paint on my fingers. But before that, I mean, I'm going to be gone traveling all over the place for the next little while. So we have the Wandering Planners Convention at the end of this week. And then I come back from that and go to Florida. I'm home for one day. And then I go to Florida for a couple weeks. No, I'm not going for a couple weeks. I'm going for 3 days. But then, after that, then I go to Texas. And I was going to meet up with a beauty. And we'll see how that goes. It might not be perfect, but I want to go to the King Dollar. So while I'm there in Texas, I'm going to try and find a King Dollar in Houston. So if you guys are in Texas, let me know, because I'm going to be there for a few days. And what else? Hopefully I'll be able to see my friend. But her life is a little busy right now, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to see her. We'll see. Look, I thought I had too much paint, and now I'm like, I better put a little bit more. So I could just chit-chat all day. I know, I hope some of you guys are fast-forwarding if you didn't want to see this part. But, let's see. So I'm going to be in Orlando. That should be fun. I'm not going to go to Disneyland because I cannot afford it, or get Disney World. I was going to, Tony and I were going to go and decided that we're going to be going to New York instead, and that would probably take up all of our funds. Okay, so I'm hoping this side's a little bit dry. Of course it's not, because I put a lot of ink right there. Paint. Put a lot of paint. So, I'll tell you what. I'm going to ask you guys a question. I could edit this if I wanted to. You tell me, would you rather have me just chit-chatting like this, or fast-forwarding this painting part? So I'm going to leave this in for this time. But if all of you guys tell me you want me to fast forward, then I'll fast forward. But I know that a lot of you guys like to craft alongside. So if you guys are doing the same thing, then it's kind of just like we're chit-chatting together, which I totally love. So I'll look forward to hearing what you have to say. But this looks like it's coming along rather well. I will probably let this dry and then go over it again, just to really darken in some of this. That one spot, just miss it entirely. No problem. Alright, I think we're going to move on. Oh, look, I put some blue right there. We're going to move on, and then I'm going to paint this again after we're done here. I've got some extra paint on the back I'm just cleaning up. So we've got that welcome. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it at this point. Let this dry, and then probably coat it one more time. So, okay, let's go get the other. Okay, so this is dry now. I cleaned out my brush, and I got my Mod Podge open. And so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour a little bit of that Mod Podge on here. and brush this on. And I want to cover everything with the Mod Podge. So we don't want to have any not covered. So just moving this around. And some of it's going off the side, and that's okay for right this minute. Because I just want to get it all on here. And then we will ombre some glitter on here as well. So with this Mod Podge, you guys, make sure you clean the brushes, because if you don't clean your brush right away, you'll lose it. And a brush like this is not real cheap. So if you're not going to clean your brushes right away, use a cheap Dollar Tree version for sure. Or if you're not going to, at least stick this in water so the Mod Podge can't dry. Okay, so we've got the Mod Podge going, and then we're going to take the glitter, and I'm going to take this right off of here so that the Mod Podge doesn't dry. And I'm going to use another piece, and I'm going to fold it in half. And reason being for that is in case it overlaps and falls off, which is fine. So I'm going to take the lighter of the glitter and just throw it on the top. And I am going to save this glitter, so I don't mind that I'm over using it. And you guys know that I do not like to buy things with glitter. I don't mind making things with glitter, but I don't like to buy things with glitter for some reason. I love glitter. Glitter's my favorite color if it were a color. So I'm just going to go through and kind of go down toward about the middle, leaving just a little bit up at the top. So we've got that, and you can see I've used just about that much there. But then can you see that? Glittery. And then all this other glitter came off. So then I could take this glitter and I've got a glitter tray right here. And we're just going to pour that right into the glitter tray. And then the glitter tray is going to allow me to pour the glitter right back into here. So we'll take this off. And then pour. Oh! We're going to try this again. You guys, I do not do this on purpose. If you don't want to use the glitter tray, you can also use your folded sheet of paper if you don't have a glitter tray. But you're just going to go like that, and it pours right back in there. And then there is some still in here, and I'm okay with it because we are going to make it ombre. And so I will need that again in a bit. Okay, so we've got that. And now we're going to use this darker blue. I'm just going to check to make sure, yeah, that it's still sticking on there. So that with the darker, what color is this? Night sky blue. We're going to put that on here and go again right about the same area. And remember, I'm not worrying about the fallout on this glitter because it is going to go right back in there again, and I'll show you. So we've got that dark. And that glitter there. And then we'll take this. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Telling you, if you want to see how not to do crafts, just check out my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and tap some of this extra blue in here. I'm going to move this out of the way because this dropped, but I'm still okay with it. I'll put the lids back on so that they don't drop again. I'm going to take some of this blue. Oh, you could see that by doing that, not a lot of glitter was used at all. So I'm going to take some of this glitter and throw it in this tray. And then I dropped this glitter here. So I'm going to move it all and put it in the glitter tray as well. You guys, I am going to have the arts and crafts herpes for weeks, I'm sure. If you see me out and about, I'm sure you'll see the herpes glitter, the arts and crafts herps. Alright, so I've got that. And we're going to go ahead and put some more of this glitter together because I think we're going to need a little bit more. Probably not too much more though, because this, now that it's all mixed up, is not going to go back into a jar unless you have your own little jar like that you could get from the Dollar Tree or something like that. So I'm just going to take and we'll mix this all up. And we're going to get this back over here. Along with this guy. And we're going to put the two together. I hope that I put enough. And you're just going to blend it in. And you can use a, I am now looking at this and I don't think the Mod Podge has, I think the Mod Podge has dried up. So I'm going to stick all this back in here. And yeah, some of it did dry up. I'm going to stick this back in here. Purposely, guys, again, I purposely don't edit so you could see some of the stuff that I have to put up with. And I'm going to kind of brush off some of this that will brush off, because you see this is not brushing off, but this stuff is brushing off rather easily. In fact, I'm going to use a little bigger brush. Because it has dried, the Mod Podge. So we're going to go back over this with some Mod Podge again. Gosh, maybe I just need to go to bed. I'm not worried. Again, I don't worry about this kind of stuff. It's crafting, you guys. It's okay. And don't worry about going higher, because you're going to eventually Mod Podge all of this again. So we've got that. All Mod Podged again while it's wet. I'm going to, since I got Mod Podge on the inside, I'm going to fold this one in half. And we're going to put this on there. And you're just going to keep on putting it on there, because you don't want to like just waste all your glitter. So whatever catches, catches. Okay, so now you can brush this into there if you'd like. And you can see how it is going to be giving that ombre effect. It looks like I'm going to need a little bit more. Alright, I am going to need some more of this. So I'm just going to mix some more. Just mixing it all up. It's so pretty, the two colors mixed together. It's like kind of mermaidy. There we go. I've kind of said just screw it on glitter getting everywhere. So I'm just putting a little bit more down toward this bottom here to get everything to mix in nicely. And then again, you just kind of sweep it together. And it gives it that really pretty ombre look. It may have taken me a while, but it is coming together. Okay, so there's that. And now, I'm going to take the welcome portion of it, and you see it did come nicely together there. And we're going to take and glue. You can use, you could use, what's I gonna say? Hot glue if you'd like. I'm just gonna use some of this tacky glue. Because I want to get it all in, and I want to stick nicely and get inside that into all the edges. And I do think this is going to come out rather cute. And I see a little piece there. I'm going to line this up right here. And let that dry. Then after that's all dry, I'm going to take another coat of Mod Podge and put it on there so that we don't have any glitter fall out. And then I'm probably going to take one of these and then one of these little tinsel stems after it's all complete and re-Mod Podged. because I need to stick this through here before to clean out any of that glitter, to get that hole back in there. And then I'll stick this through here. Let me just show you. I'll stick this guy through here. Twist it. I will cut off these guys. And twist it back on itself like that. Then move this around so you can't see. Then take one of these little guys from the Dollar Tree. And clip it probably toward the base. Just like that. And then have that hanging like that, or you could clip these on either end once it's dry as well. So instead of having it here, you could have it like that. And I think that is really cute. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Thanks for sticking around for so long, and I'll show you some finished pictures when this is all dry and complete. All right, beauties, have a wonderful day. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more DIYs, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
1, 2, 3.